every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Crazy hair, check. Crazy lip color, check. I can begin. Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to a special episode which I make every 13 new recipes I try. And initially I thought of the name Best of the Best, but only now am I starting to realize just how accurate that name is, because all of Laura's recipes are actually so good that I'm just really picking out best of the best. And as I do have quite some recipes to share with you this time, let's jump right into them. From the last 13 new recipes tried, my biggest discovery was definitely the monkey bread. I have never even heard of such a thing, but once it was all done in front of us, we couldn't take our literally sticky fingers off of it. My friends, my husband and I, we were all mesmerized by the way it looked, by the way you need to eat it, and oh, but of course, by the way it tastes. It's such an amazing combination of simple buttermilk biscuits and sweet homemade caramel, along with some crunchy parts of it, of course. This is a recipe which is on my top to remake list, as everyone is eagerly waiting for a repeat. This time it wasn't hard to pick out the recipe for the most fun and interesting to cook category, as I still can remember my excitement while trying to make homemade vanilla gelato. Oh, and I have to add that I couldn't really succeed from the first time, but I learned a valuable lesson. Your ice cream making machine can never be too cold. If you're also new to ice cream making world, then I'd advise you to put the inserts of the ice cream making machine into the freezer for like straight 2 days, just to make sure everything's solid frozen and there will be no hiccups because of that while making your awesome homemade ice cream. I mean, really, if you've never tried it before, I'd highly suggest that. With this recipe, I've learned that I have actually never tried a fresh ice cream before. There's just no other better way to describe this fresh, milk-based awesomeness that I've made that day. And the fanciest recipe I've tried this time around, thanks to one of you guys, was eggs Benedict. I mean, I poached an egg. Do I need to say more? I honestly, with a hand on my heart, which I'm actually doing right now, can say that I've never thought I'd try doing that. This was exclusively something that fancy chefs and people in the movies did. I mean, what simple person is poaching eggs in their daily lives? So, needless to say, my nose was kept quite high all throughout making this whole recipe. I made the English muffins myself, the hollandaise sauce, poached an egg. What more could I say and not sound like boasting? Well, maybe that I didn't succeed making the sauce for the first time. I actually had to remake it, but all in all, this was truly a fancy recipe which could easily be kept for some special occasion to surprise a very special person in your life. It might come as a surprise, but I actually have a main dish as the prettiest dish this time, as the prosciutto chicken was an absolute masterpiece. It's amazing just how quick and easy this recipe is, but then once the dish is assembled, it truly looks like a restaurant quality dish, and tastes so as well. I've discovered prosciutto with Laura, and while I cannot really enjoy it while I'm staying in Iran, because, well, I cannot really find it. I do look for it every single time I go to Lithuania. I always make the bruschetta with asparagus and prosciutto when I go there, and now I'm pretty sure this recipe will also make it to this list, as everyone who tried it loved it as well. One of those true winner recipes, this one. Oh, this one has to be Osso Buco, which was also actually one of your suggestions as well. Maybe because so many people were involved in making this dish, as we did have some trouble hunting down the shanks you need for this recipe. Maybe because it was so impressive that I felt the need to serve it really nicely in my mom's festive china. Or maybe because it tastes just so damn good. This was definitely the recipe that stuck out to all of us the most. And it went so perfectly with the risotto alla milanese it's traditionally served with. I mean, this whole dish was finger-licking good. And even though you'd no longer be able to eat it anymore, you'd still be sitting and contemplating, but maybe only one more bite with an amazing aftertaste in your mouth. Buttermilk biscuits. It was so funny trying out this recipe, as I was so sure I'm making some sort of cookies. I made them, I tasted them, and then I was standing there dumbfounded. What is it? What an unusual cookie! And only once I finished with filming, I sat down and googled buttermilk biscuits. And almost at the same time as I raised my eyes to share my discoveries with husband, I saw he's eating them with soup. He understood it way quicker than me. It's bread! And it's my favorite kind of bread. Fluffy from the inside and a little bit crunchy from outside. This is something I'll remake soon. And not only because I make monkey bread with them, they're just awesome to have. Homemade bread. No less than that. Now, even though I commented that it's a bit too sweet for my taste, the apple sauce I made disappeared almost the same day. There were no pancakes and no other desserts I'd use it in. There was just a spoon and a happy Ruta snacking on it until it just finished. I'll definitely use less sugar next time, as I don't really need my applesauce to be that sweet, but then again, it was a dessert for me as it was. It's a quick and easy way to have some applesauce on a spot, though I have a feeling that I would tweak this recipe a bit if I decided to make more of the applesauce. Well, you know, for jarring and storing it, I'd probably go with white sugar instead of brown, then different kind of apples, and I'd consider the apple juice for water actually. Well, unless the apple juice would be fresh. Well, that's just my thoughts, but all in all, I loved it. I ate it all without much wanting to share, and I'm sure I'll make it again for some heavenly combination of really simple basic pancakes and this desserty applesauce. Oh, and I also wanted to quickly mention here, as it was actually the reason why I made the applesauce in the first place, I kept to my word and tried making the apple spiced muffins as pancakes. But I was actually disappointed. The batter definitely needs some ingredient readjustment or something like that, as the pancakes turned out too heavy and too, well, not pancakey. However, these muffins are gold. Definitely one of the best muffins I've tried so far. Super fluffy, super flavorful, and just perfect. If you like apples, you definitely should try apple muffins. This is a great recipe. Okay, I feel I did pretty well by choosing just the one recipe for each category, so now I can give you some options. I already mentioned two amazing recipes in this video, that is Prosciutto Chicken and Osso Buco. And now I can give you two more options because we have chicken, we have beef, right? So now pasta and a sandwich. Let's start with the pasta. I don't know if I was the last on this earth to learn what spaghetti alla carbonara is, but once I did, I can never go back. I can only eagerly wait for the time I'll go to Lithuania, when I'll be able to put my hands on some bacon and make this one again. It turned out that it's my mom's favorite pasta dish, and just think, she was really impressed by the one I made. So this is a really simple recipe to make. You need literally a handful of ingredients and you're done in like 15-20 minutes. It's an amazing dish, which, if you haven't tried it yet, you're really missing out. And the sandwich I want to introduce you to is a steak sandwich. It's another 15-20 minutes and I'm done kind of recipe, but boy is it good. There's just something so satisfying in those few ingredients you use. Now picture this. Fresh, nicely toasted bread rubbed with a touch of garlic, lightly marinated meat grilled just enough to get the juices running, and some fresh spinach drizzled with a touch of lemon. I'm making myself hungry. I should really stop before I decide to just make a break and go for some snacks. Great sandwich. Perfect for workday dinners, which I could not recommend enough. And lastly, I want to quickly mention a part of one recipe, which when I think about it, I could actually have put it to eat secretly by myself category, as I just could not stop eating them. And I mean potatoes from the Balsamic Rosemary pork tenderloin recipe. The meat was okay too, but those potatoes, man, you have to give it a try. Everything about those balsamic roasted potatoes was right. The way they looked, the way they smelled, the way they tasted. I literally had nothing else on my plate but those potatoes and felt no shame picking them all out from the pan. Something you should definitely try out the next time you decide to roast some potatoes. Okay, now I will put on some nice music and let you enjoy the view, because if I say even one sentence about each recipe I'm about to share with you, I think this video would double in length, because I was honestly on a roll of trying out new recipes, not only these kinds like when I film and share with you on YouTube, but also Lauren the Kitchen cookbook. Then I have this Lithuanian dishes cookbook, which I'm actually sharing on my other social media accounts, just like the pictures and my thoughts, so if you're interested, follow me there. But also, in addition to all of that, I felt like making the things which I feel like eating. And I was feeling these cravings, quite often. When you know exactly what you want to eat, and I think it's due to just me trying out a bunch of recipes and just learning them. So I just made them. Let me know if you'd be interested in hearing more about the recipes I cooked more than once, that is recreated again and again, because then I will need to make some kind of a change. I know I have been mentioning this in the past, I don't know how many videos of such kind, but I already feel like I need to make some kind of change. Maybe move this category into another video, make part 2 of best of the best, I don't know. Or maybe if it's okay how it will be, you'll see in just a second what I mean, then I could leave it like so. Because the further I go with my challenge, the more recipes I discover. And as you'll see in just a second, the more I recreate them. And then I just have way too many recipes to fit into one video and talk about each one of them. I feel like these videos are already kind of too long. I don't know, you let me know, because I still believe that this category is important. It's kind of like the place where you can see which recipes are actually worth your time, just because, well, if I recreate something again and again, it must mean it's that good, right? Well, anyways, you just let me know. And I feel like I should just stop right here and let's have this tasty look at all the things I've been cooking lately. all for today. I'm literally standing here and trying not to talk too much because I always feel like this. When the video progresses, I just kind of, I don't know, want to hang around and, you know, chat with you about all the awesome food there is in this world. Oh my goodness, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you find it helpful. If you want to check out any of the recipes I've mentioned, just look in the description box. I will leave all the names and all the links there. What else? What else did I want to say? And I just said I'm trying not to talk. Liar. I really hope also you enjoyed my crazy hair and crazy lip color. I'm kind of digging it. It's like, why? I'm trying all the new things, so why not to try lipstick, which for some reason I have and never use. That I know why. And some, I don't know, crazy old strict from old times lady hair. Anyways, okay. Concentrating and finishing up. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and if you don't want to miss any of my new videos, which I post every Tuesday and Thursday, then what? Oh, also if you like this video, please push the like button, because you know, all of us love feedback. Okay, now I'm really going away. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.